Hello everyone, hope we're all good. And so here is a video on my 1990s PMS 6-inch desk fan. Now I have had this fan for a year and quite a few months. I got this back in February last year, and so now I got this fan from a family member of mine, and it is quite a special fan. This came from my nana and granddad. This was their old fan. Well, this one was one of their old fans, as they had the they used to have a few fans. They did. There's one they don't have anymore. There's one I'm not sure if they've still got, and there's one I know that they actually still have because I've seen it. So so this was one of their old fans that they still had. So there's one they don't have anymore. There's one I'm not sure if they've still got. And there's one of their old fans I know they've still got because I've seen it. And so this was one of their old fans. They didn't want this anymore because they didn't use this very much. It's just sat up in their loft. And then my nana went up into her loft and got this out for me. I do remember this fan, as I've had it for a really long time. It is quite a special fan, and they just had it ever since. Yeah, this fan used to get a little bit of use. I still remember it used to get a fair amount of use. The only fair amount of use it had was only a little bit, but it did get. I still remember it did get used. I think my nana used to use this in her kitchen. My nana used to use this in her kitchen, keep her cool. And my granddad, I think my granddad also used it to keep him and his personal space cool. And it's just one that it's just one I've managed to keep. Is it still in good condition? It still works. Yeah, it still works fine. I can still use it. I'm planning to use this because I don't mind using this. And I must admit the motor on this warms up really nicely when I use this. And so it's just got a generic plastic base. With generic plastic grill as well. Metal grill on this one. I mean, if it's an older 6-inch fan like this, then it's going to have a metal grill anyway. But mostly these days they've gone onto plastic. This is actually metal. Proper solid. This is proper solid metal. But the back grill's plastic. So my nan and granddad just tossed this out. When I say toss this out, I mean when I say tossed, they tossed this out at their house. I mean they just gave it to me because they didn't want it anymore. And it's really solid. It's got the badge with PMS written on it. So I can remove the front grille on one of these because they're quite easy. Bit fiddly, but they are easy. So it's got a screw and nut there. It's got a nut at the end there. Then it's got these little lugs. Like if you insert them round on the plastic ring at the top, which is this circular thing on the plastic ring. But the ring doesn't come off. The ring's actually attached to the back grille, but it just holds the lugs on it, or clips, whatever you want to call them. I just call them lugs because they're cheap plastic things. They've lasted well. They're probably just not the greatest. Yeah, so I can't remove the, or not yet, I can't remove the blades on this because the blades are completely stuck on. I think originally you would have removed the blades on these because, yeah, blades can come off as well, I know they can. And so, yeah. So we'll just turn it to the side. Here's the side for you. And here's the back for you. It's got a 2-position operate dial at the back there. It's got a carry handle as well, so you can carry it. Yeah, it's quite an easy fan to carry around. It's just a small 6-inch thing, that's all. I can actually remove the motor cover on this because it's got a screw just in there. I assume the 2-position operate dial can come out as well. Probably can. If you give it a few pulls, should be able to just gently slide off. Then it could go back on. And so, yeah. So just turn it back round. It's got an okay length for mains cord. It's plugged in just down there. It's that white plug. Apologies about the noise if you can hear it because it's raining outside. And so, yeah. So we can switch the fan on, start it on the low speed. Starts up quite slowly, but then it will get to a certain speed. I think it's starting to, I think the motor's starting to speed up a bit on it now. Got a nice little breeze coming off that. There we go. I can hear the motor, it's starting to speed up a bit. Makes a bit of a noise when the head, I don't know why it does, but when the head is tilted all the way up, it's because when the head is tilted all the way up, it makes a noise. A knocking noise. I think the motor's just got a bit of a knocking in it. But it doesn't affect the fan, you can still use it. It just makes the noise, that's all, when it's running. So that's the lowest speed setting. When you switch it up to high speed, it really takes off. Yes, it's an okay fan for summer. So it's when you tilt the head down again that it really speeds up. So this is the issue with it. So just hold my foot on that. So when you tilt it all the way up again, so it makes a noise. When you put it in the middle, it's okay. But then when you tilt it all the way down, it actually runs better. And so yeah. So now I'll just switch it back to low speed. Does the same on low speed with the noise. Again, if you tilt it all the way down, it tends to speed up. When you put it in the middle, runs okay. but then when you tilt it up again, it goes a bit noisy. And so yeah, so we'll just watch the spin down. Has a very quick spin down. When if I've used this fan at all, if I've used it to keep me and my personal space cool, then that's when I've just remembered what I was going to say. So whenever I use it, and after when it's been on a while, the motor tends to spin down a bit faster. Whereas when it's only been on a few minutes, it tends to stop pretty quick. And so yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see ya.